Did you know that there are very clear signs that the universe is about to open the doors of prosperity in your life? What if I told you that, at this very moment, while you are here watching this video, higher forces are already working behind the scenes to release a wave of financial abundance, especially for you, who were born under the sign of Pisces? It's not an exaggeration. It's not an empty promise. These are real concrete signs that are happening right now in your life, and that most people simply don't notice because they don't know where to look. But you are here precisely because the universe wanted you to discover this truth today. Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac, carries a deep spiritual energy that connects you directly with higher planes. And when God decides to release wealth to someone with such a special connection, He doesn't do it haphazardly. He sends warnings, prepares the ground, moves energies around you. And these 12 signs that I'm about to reveal are exactly that. Confirmations that you are about to enter a completely new cycle of material prosperity. If you've been experiencing strange changes lately, if unexpected things have been happening, if your intuition has been speaking louder than anything else, pay close attention, because every detail I'm going to share could be the missing piece you need to understand what's going on. And most importantly, what you need to do to avoid blocking this energy that's already on its way. Stay until the end because the last sign is the most powerful of all. Sign 1. Your intuition is stronger and you feel that something big is coming. Pisces, you've always had a natural gift for sensing things before they happen. This intuitive ability you possess isn't luck, it isn't imagination. It's a real connection to higher planes, a spiritual antenna that picks up frequencies that other people simply can't perceive. And when God is preparing wealth to enter your life, this intuition becomes even sharper, even more present. You begin to have that strong, almost physical feeling that something big is coming. It's not anxiety, it isn't nervousness. It's a deep certainty, an inner knowing that doesn't depend on external proof. You wake up in the morning and feel that today will be different. You look to the future and even without knowing exactly how, you are convinced that better days are very near. This is the first sign, and it's not in your head. When the universe is moving energies of prosperity in your direction, it first warns you from within. It's as if a silent voice whispers in your heart saying that you need to prepare yourself, that you need to be ready to receive. And Pisces, with all that sensitivity you possess, is able to hear this whisper with much more clarity than any other sign. Perhaps you've started dreaming of clean water, of fish swimming freely, of calm oceans. These dreams aren't random. Water is the element of Pisces, and when it appears in your dreams in a positive way, it's a sign that flows of abundance are opening up. Perhaps you've had sudden insights into opportunities that hadn't even crossed your mind before. Ideas that arise out of nowhere, but that make so much sense that you wonder why you didn't think of them before. These insights are gifts from the universe, seeds planted in your mind so that you can cultivate and harvest prosperity. And there's more. You may have noticed that lately your intuition about people and situations has been accurate with frightening frequency. You meet someone and already know whether you can trust them or not. You receive a proposal and even before analyzing the details, your heart has already given the answer. This happens because you are being guided in a more direct, clearer way. God is fine-tuning your inner compass so that you don't miss the opportunities He is placing in your path. Pay attention also to the moments when you feel an impulse to do something different, to take a path that wasn't in your plans. This impulse may seem irrational, it may seem risky, but it comes from a place of wisdom far greater than common logic. Pisces, when you feel you need to act even without fully understanding why, trust. Because this is the universe asking you to take the first step towards the wealth that is already being prepared. Don't ignore these inner signs. Don't let doubt or fear speak louder than that sacred voice that lives within you. It is guiding you exactly to where you need to be. Sign 2. You are encountering repeated numbers with unusual frequency. If you've been seeing the same numbers repeated everywhere, know that this is no coincidence. When you look at the clock and it's always showing 11 and 11, or 22 and 22, when you receive change in sequences, when specific numbers appear on license plates, in documents, in messages, all of this is divine language. The universe speaks through symbols, and numbers are one of the clearest forms of spiritual communication. For Pisces who are about to receive a release of wealth, these numbers appear as confirmation, as a sign that you are on the right track, and that the celestial gears are already in motion. Repeated numbers carry specific vibrations, and each one brings a different message. When you see the number 1 repeated, you are receiving confirmation of new beginnings, that a new phase is opening in your financial life. The number 2 speaks of balance and partnerships that will bring prosperity. The number 3 represents creative expansion and the manifestation of material desires. The number 4 brings stability and the building of solid foundations for lasting wealth, and so on. Every number that appears repeatedly in your life carries a specific message for the moment you are living. But the most important thing is not to memorize the meaning of each number. The most important thing is for you to realize that when these numbers start appearing with unusual frequency, the universe is literally trying to get your attention. It's as if God is waving to you saying, "Look, I'm here, I'm working on your situation, I'm preparing good things." Pisces, with that open and spiritual mind you have, can easily grasp these messages. You don't need to force complicated interpretations. Simply observe. When you see repeated numbers, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what do I need to know now? What message is being sent to me? And let your intuition, that same powerful intuition we talked about before, translate the meaning. Often you already know what that number is saying, even before looking for any external explanation. Some people see the number of the house where they grew up appearing everywhere. Some people see important dates repeating themselves. These are not random memories being activated in your brain. These are spiritual reminders, signs that you need to reconnect with some quality or lesson from that phase of your life that will be important for the prosperous moment that is approaching. And here's something very important. When you start seeing these numbers, don't just wait for things to happen on their own. See the numbers as confirmation that you are aligned, but also as a call to action. They say, keep going, you're on the right track, now take the next step. Because wealth doesn't fall from the sky without you doing your part. The universe releases opportunities, but you need to be prepared. You need to be attentive. You need to be willing to act when the door opens. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal, and you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. Let's continue now. Sign 3. Toxic relationships are naturally fading away from your life. One of the clearest signs that God is preparing wealth for you is when people who drained your energy begin to leave your life without you having to make much effort. Suddenly, that friend who only showed up when they needed something simply stops calling. That family member who always had a negative comment about your plans begins to distance themselves. That person who used to create drama and confusion suddenly finds other things to talk about and leaves you in peace. This is not abandonment, it is not rejection. It is spiritual cleansing. The universe is removing energetic obstacles from your life because it knows you can't carry dead weight when you're about to move to a new level of prosperity. Pisces, you have a huge heart, always willing to help, always wanting to see the best in people. But this generosity can become a burden when directed towards those who don't deserve it or aren't ready to receive it. And often you get stuck in relationships that no longer make sense just because you're afraid of hurting someone, afraid of seeming selfish, afraid of being alone. But when God decides to release abundance into your life, He first makes space. He removes the people who would misuse that wealth, who would take out loans they would never repay, who would take advantage of His kindness, who would be envious and work against His success. This separation may hurt at first. You may feel sadness, you may feel like you are losing something important. But I tell you one thing. Each person who leaves your life at this moment is freeing up space for someone much better to enter. It is opening up space for true connections, for partnerships that will bring real growth, for people who will add and not subtract. Also observe if you yourself have felt less inclined to be with certain people. If conversations that you used to tolerate now leave you tired. If environments you frequented no longer make sense. This is your vibration changing, rising, and naturally you begin to no longer resonate with lower energies. Don't force anything. Don't try to hold on to those who are leaving. Don't blame yourself for distancing yourself from those who no longer resonate with you. This movement is sacred, it is necessary, it is part of the preparation process to receive wealth. And there's more. As negative people leave, you'll notice new people appearing, different people, people who share your values and goals. Connections that arise naturally, that flow easily, that bring real opportunities. These are the people who will be by your side when abundance arrives. Those who will truly celebrate your achievements. those who will contribute to your growth instead of trying to drag you down. Pisces, trust this renewal process. Understand that you are not losing anything of real value when toxic relationships dissolve. You are gaining peace, you are gaining clarity, you are gaining energy to focus on what really matters. Sign 4. You're having sudden creative ideas and inspirations about money. Pisces is a profoundly creative sign, connected to the world of ideas, dreams, and imagination. And when God is preparing to release wealth for you, one of the first things that happens is that your creativity skyrockets, specifically in the financial area. Suddenly, you start having ideas about how to make money in ways you never considered before. Insights about businesses, side projects, your talents that could be monetized. You watch a video and think, I could do that too. You see someone offering a service and think, I have the skills to do that better. You daydream and visualize success scenarios with a clarity that didn't exist before. These ideas are not empty fantasies. They are seeds of real opportunities being planted in your mind by the universe. The problem is that many Pisces have these brilliant ideas but don't act. They remain only in the realm of imagination, only in dreams, and never transform that inspiration into concrete action. And then the opportunity passes, the window closes, and the person is left wondering why the wealth didn't arrive. So pay attention. When you receive a creative idea about money, write it down. Don't let it get lost in the whirlwind of thoughts going through your head. Write it down on paper, on your phone, wherever. And most importantly, start taking practical steps to test this idea. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be planned down to the smallest detail. But take the first step. Do some research, talk to someone who understands the subject, experiment on a small scale. Because when you show the universe that you are willing to act on the inspirations you receive, it sends more inspiration, more resources, more support. You create a virtuous cycle of creativity and manifestation. Also notice if you are having an unusual ease in imagining successful scenarios. If when you close your eyes and visualize abundance, the image comes clear, vivid, full of details and positive emotions. This ability to visualize is not mental entertainment. It is a tool for creation. Everything that exists in the material world first existed as an idea, as a mental image in someone. And when you can see your prosperity clearly, when you can feel what it would be like to have that wealth, you are aligning your vibrational frequency with the reality you want to manifest. This accelerates the materialization process. There's another important thing. You may be receiving inspiration through your nighttime dreams. Pisces has a very strong connection to the dream world, and many important messages arrive during sleep. If you've been dreaming about situations of abundance, material achievements, and celebrations of success, don't dismiss them as simple mental processing by your brain. These dreams may be visions of your near future, psychological preparations for the new reality that is coming. And even dreams that seem confusing or symbolic can carry valuable messages about opportunities for wealth. Try to remember these dreams when you wake up. Write down the main details, and then when you are calm, ask your intuition what those images mean. You will be surprised by the answers that come from within. Pisces, don't underestimate the power of your creativity. It's not just for art, it's not just for hobbies. It is a legitimate tool for wealth creation when directed consciously and practically. Sign 5. Old obstacles are being removed without you making any effort. Do you know that financial problem that's been worrying you for months, maybe years, and suddenly you find an unexpected solution? That debt that seemed impossible to pay, and someone offers a way to renegotiate with much better conditions? That project that was stalled due to lack of resources, and support appears from where you least expected it? These aren't random strokes of luck. They are clear signs that God is clearing the path for prosperity to enter your life. The universe works in mysterious ways, but when it decides to move mountains in your favor, the results are undeniable. Obstacles that seemed as solid as concrete suddenly crumble like sand. Doors that have been locked for so long open with surprising ease. And you're there, somewhat in disbelief, thinking, how did this happen right now? Pisces, this is happening right now because this is your moment. Because the waiting time is over and the harvest time has arrived. But there's something very important here. When you realize that obstacles are being removed, don't stand still waiting for everything to resolve itself. Acknowledge divine help. Give thanks deeply, but also move forward. Take the next step. Take advantage of the opening that has been created. Because the universe is testing your readiness. It's seeing if you are truly prepared to receive. If you receive a chance and waste it out of fear, procrastination, or complacency, you are sending the message that you are not yet ready. And then the process may slow down. Also notice if things that hindered you in your daily life are resolving themselves. That car that kept breaking down is finally working well. That health problem that consumed your energy and money has improved significantly. That person who created obstacles at your work has been transferred or changed their attitude. Each of these small reliefs is a sign that your life is being reorganized to accommodate greater prosperity. Think of it this way. If you want to fill a glass with clean water, you first need to pour out the dirty water that is inside. The universe is emptying your life of old problems to make room for new blessings. And another thing, you may notice that fears that paralyzed you before now seem smaller, more manageable. That insecurity about your abilities is diminishing. That shame about seeking better opportunities is dissolving. This isn't natural maturity happening out of nowhere. It's spiritual healing being worked on within you. Because God knows that to hold on to real wealth, you need to be whole inside. You need to believe you deserve it. You need to be free from the emotional and mental shackles that kept you small. Pay attention in the coming days to see if unexpected solutions appear for problems you had even accepted as permanent. This is sign number 5, manifesting in a very concrete way. And when this happens, don't normalize it. Don't think it was just a matter of time. Recognize the divine hand at work. Give thanks from the heart. And remain attentive to the next opportunities that will follow. Sign 6. Successful people are appearing in your path and showing interest in you. When God is preparing wealth for someone, He doesn't just send the wealth. He also sends the right people who will help you achieve and maintain that prosperity. And a very clear sign that this is happening is when successful people who have already achieved what you desire, begin to appear in your life naturally. It could be someone you meet in a casual conversation and discover you have a lot in common. It could be an old acquaintance who reappears and is now in a much better position and wants to share opportunities. It could be someone completely new who crosses your path and shows genuine interest in helping you grow. Pisces, you have a magnetic energy that attracts people when you are vibrating at the right frequency. And when the universe decides to elevate you, it further increases this magnetism, causing you to attract exactly who you need to meet at this moment. These connections are not accidental. They are spiritually orchestrated encounters. So when someone successful shows interest in you, in your work, in your ideas, don't be too shy to take advantage of this opportunity. Don't think you're bothering them, or that you don't deserve their attention. She's there because there's a real connection, because you have something to offer too, because it's a meeting of two people who can mutually benefit. Be open to learning, to asking questions, to absorbing knowledge and experience. But also be open to showing your worth, to sharing your talents, to creating true partnerships. Also, notice if you're being invited to new environments, places where people have a different level of consciousness and prosperity than you're used to. A meeting, an event, a group, a course. These invitations aren't just socialization. They are portals to new realities. Each environment carries a specific energy, and when you start frequenting spaces where prosperity is normal, where success is expected, where abundance is the predominant vibration, you automatically raise your own frequency to match that environment. And this greatly accelerates your journey towards wealth. There's something that happens a lot with Pisces at this time. You may feel that you're not ready, that you're not on the same level as these people, that you're an imposter in that environment. But that's just fear talking. It's the old pattern of smallness trying to keep you in your comfort zone. The truth is, you wouldn't be there if you weren't ready. The universe doesn't put you in situations you can't handle. It challenges you, yes, it pushes you out of your comfort zone, but always with support, always with invisible support sustaining you. So take a deep breath and allow yourself to be in these spaces. Allow yourself to meet these people. Allow yourself to grow beyond what you imagine possible. And beware of a common mistake. Don't confuse humility with self-deprecation. You can be humble and at the same time recognize your worth. You can be grateful for opportunities and at the same time know that you deserve to be there. When successful people appear in your path, they are not doing charity. They are recognizing something in you that perhaps you don't yet fully see in yourself. Trust their judgment, trust the process, and take advantage of these bridges that are being built to take you to much higher places. Sign 7. You're feeling a strong urge to organize your finances and make plans. A very clear sign that wealth is coming is when you begin to feel a genuine desire, almost an urgency, to get your finances in order. Suddenly, you want to understand where your money is going. You want to create a budget, cut unnecessary expenses, and plan investments, even if they are small amounts. This change in attitude doesn't come out of nowhere. It's the universe preparing you to receive more, because it knows that it's no use sending abundance to someone who doesn't know how to manage what they already have. It's like planting a valuable seed in unprepared soil. It won't germinate properly, it won't grow strong. So before releasing greater wealth, God first awakens in you financial awareness, the desire to be more responsible, the will to create structures that will sustain the prosperity that is coming. Pisces, you have a reputation for being a little detached from practical matters, especially money. You prefer to live in the world of ideas, emotions, and spirituality, and sometimes you leave the material side aside, thinking it will resolve itself or that it's not that important. But when you're about to receive a big wave of abundance, this detached attitude starts to bother you. You begin to realize you need to be more attentive, more organized, more conscious of every financial decision. And this realization isn't external pressure. It's not pressure from anyone. It comes from within, from your own being, recognizing that it's time to mature in this area. If you're feeling this urge to organize your finances, don't ignore it. This is a sacred call for you to prepare. Start simple. Write down all your expenses for a month. See how much comes in and how much goes out. Identify the expenses that are truly necessary and those that are just habits, just distractions, just emotional spending. When you gain clarity about your real situation without judgment, without guilt, only with honesty, you take the first step to transform that situation. And the universe responds to this first step with support, with ideas, with opportunities to improve even further. You may also be feeling the urge to learn about money, about investments, about how to make money work for you instead of you working only for money. This curiosity is extremely valuable. Don't let it die because you think it's too difficult or not for you. There are accessible resources, videos, books, and courses that explain everything simply. You don't need to become an expert, but you need to understand the basics. Because when wealth comes, and it will, you need to know what to do with it. You need to know how to preserve it, how to multiply it, how to use it in a way that brings real security and freedom, not just momentary satisfaction. There's another important thing. You may feel the need to clear old debts, to resolve financial issues that have been dragging on for a long time. Do it. Even if it's a little at a time, even if it takes time, start closing these cycles. Each debt paid off is a broken chain. A weight lifted from your shoulders, an energy channel released for new abundance to flow. Debt is not just a financial issue. It's also an energetic one. While you owe money, a part of your energy is trapped there, committed, unavailable for creating new wealth. So, as much as possible, free yourself from these shackles and celebrate each small victory in this process. Every bill paid, every debt settled, every real saved. These small celebrations create a positive energy around money, transforming your relationship with it from stress and scarcity to joy and abundance. Sign 8. You're sleeping better and feeling more energetic during the day. It may seem strange, but the quality of your sleep and the level of energy you feel during the day are directly connected to prosperity. When God is preparing wealth for you, He first heals your body, your mind, and your emotions. Because true wealth isn't just money in the bank. It's the health to enjoy that money. It's the willingness to work on opportunities. It's the mental clarity to make good decisions. So if you've noticed that you're sleeping better, waking up more rested, feeling more energetic to do things, this is a very strong sign that your whole life is being prepared for an upgrade. Pisces, you are a sign that absorbs a lot of energy from the environment and the people around you. And when you were surrounded by heavy situations, toxic relationships, and constant financial worries, your body and mind became overloaded. This manifested as chronic fatigue, difficulty sleeping, restless sleep, and waking up in the middle of the night with anxiety. But now, with that energetic cleansing we talked about in the previous signs, with obstacles being removed, with negative people moving away, your whole system begins to relax. The tension you've been carrying, often without even realizing it, begins to dissolve. And the result is restful sleep and renewed energy. Pay attention if you've been waking up feeling optimistic, wanting to do things, and ready to face challenges. This isn't just a passing good mood. It's a sign that your vibrational frequency is rising. You're moving from survival mode to prosperity. Because in survival mode, a person constantly lives in alert mode, spending energy on worry, fear, and stress. But when prosperity begins to approach, the body recognizes that it is safe, that it can relax, that it can use energy to create instead of just defending itself. And there's more. With more energy, you can better take advantage of opportunities that arise. You can study that new thing you need to learn. You can work on that side project that will bring in extra money. You can take better care of yourself, exercising, eating better, which further increases your energy in a virtuous cycle. So if you're feeling better physically, don't ignore this sign. It's not separate from financial matters. Everything is connected. Your physical well-being is the foundation for your material prosperity. Take advantage of this new energy to act, to take the steps you previously lacked the motivation to take. Because the universe is giving you fuel, but you need to drive the vehicle. If you are still struggling with fatigue and lack of energy, don't be discouraged. This sign may not have fully arrived yet, but the other signs are already present in your life. Continue taking care of yourself in the best way possible. Get enough sleep, even if the quality isn't perfect yet. Nourish your body with things that truly nourish it. Drink water. Go out in the sun. Small things that seem basic but that make a huge difference in your energy and consequently in your ability to attract and sustain wealth. Sign 9. Your prayers and requests are being answered in unexpected ways. Have you been asking for financial change, for prosperity, for a better life? And lately, have you noticed things happening but not exactly in the way you imagined? This is a very important sign. God always answers prayers, but not always in the way we expect. Because we, with our limited vision, ask for what we think we need, but He, with His complete vision, gives us what will truly benefit us. So the answer may come disguised. It may come through situations that at first seem bad, but later you understand that they were blessings guiding you to the right place. Pisces, you have a deep faith, a genuine connection with the divine. When you pray, you are not just repeating words. You are truly conversing. You are truly opening your heart. And this kind of sincere prayer has enormous power. It moves energies, it calls the attention of higher planes. It activates mechanisms of manifestation that are beyond human comprehension. And when you begin to see results, even if different from what you asked for, it is confirmation that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Perhaps you asked for a better job and instead lost the one you had. At the moment it seems like a disaster, like God isn't listening or helping. But after a while you get something much better, or discover a talent you didn't know you had and start your own business, much more prosperous than any job would have been. Then you look back and understand, that dismissal wasn't punishment, it was liberation. It was the answer to your prayer, just in a package you didn't recognize at the time. Or maybe you asked for money and instead opportunities to learn, develop skills, and meet people began to appear. You might get frustrated because you wanted money now, not preparation to earn money later. But the universe knows that if you received a large sum without being prepared, you could lose everything quickly. So it first prepares you, equips you, transforms you into the person who can not only receive but also maintain and multiply wealth. Pay attention to synchronicities. You think of something and shortly after it appears in front of you in some way. You mention a need and soon someone offers exactly what you need. You have a question and the answer comes through a casual conversation, a video that appears on your phone, a phrase you read in a random place. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that you are being guided, that your prayers have created an active channel of communication between you and the divine. And remember, gratitude is an amplifier of blessings. When you give thanks for the answers you have already received, even those that came in unexpected ways, you are telling the universe that you trust, that you recognize the work being done in your favor, that you are open to receiving even more. So give thanks every day. For the signs, for the small victories, for the subtle changes, for everything that is improving, even if slowly. This practice of gratitude completely transforms your energy and accelerates the manifestation of prosperity. Sign 10. You're stopping comparing yourself to others and focusing on your own journey. Comparison is one of the greatest enemies of prosperity. When you look at other people's lives, their success, their money, you create a feeling of lack, of not being enough, of being behind. And this feeling emits a vibration of scarcity that blocks abundance from entering your life. But when God is about to release wealth for you, one of the first transformations that happens is internal. You begin to care less about what others are doing and more about your own progress. You stop measuring your worth by how much you have compared to other people and start measuring it by how much you are growing compared to who you were before. Pisces, you are a sign that feels deeply, that connects profoundly with people. And all this empathy sometimes makes you absorb the achievements of others as if they were evidence of your own failure. You see someone buying a house and instead of being inspired, you feel bad for not having yours yet. You see someone traveling and instead of rejoicing for the person, you feel envious because your money doesn't allow it yet. But when you are aligned with your own abundance, when God is working specifically in your situation, you begin to understand a powerful truth. Another person's achievement does not diminish your chances of achieving it too. The universe has no limit to wealth. Just because someone is prospering doesn't mean there's less left for you. In fact, it's the opposite. When you see someone winning, it's proof that victory is possible. It's proof that the universe distributes blessings. It's proof that everyone's time comes. If you find yourself genuinely happy for the achievements of others, without that bitter taste of envy, without that inner voice saying it should be you, know that this is a huge sign of spiritual evolution. Because you are vibrating in abundance, not scarcity. You are recognizing that there is enough for everyone, including you. And this vibration attracts your own abundance much faster. You may also be noticing that you have stopped following certain people on social media, not out of anger or resentment, but simply because that content no longer makes sense to you. You no longer need to see the perfect life that others portray. You are busy building your own life, focused on your own path, confident that your time is coming. And there's something else. You may feel less need to prove something to others. Before, you may have wanted to show that you are capable, that you have value, that you deserve respect. But now, you simply know that you have value. You don't need external validation. You don't need anyone's approval. And this kind of inner confidence is extremely attractive for prosperity, because wealth flows to those who are self-assured, to those who are not begging for recognition, to those who know they deserve it and are simply claiming what is already theirs by divine right. So, Pisces, if you are ceasing to compare yourself, if you are focusing on your own pace, on your own progress, however small it may seem, celebrate that. You are maturing spiritually. You are preparing not only to receive wealth, but to maintain it with wisdom, with balance, with gratitude. Sign 11. You are feeling deep gratitude for what you already have, even though you want more. It seems contradictory, but it's not. You can be grateful for what you have and at the same time desire more. In fact, this is the perfect combination to attract prosperity. Gratitude for the present and a vision for the future. When God is preparing wealth for someone, He first teaches that person to value what already exists in their life. Because whoever doesn't value the little isn't ready to take care of the much. So, if you've been feeling a genuine sense of gratitude lately, if you've looked at your life with all its problems and still managed to see blessings, if you've been grateful for the simple things, for the roof over your head, for the food on the table, for the people who love you, that's not complacency. Spiritual maturity. It's recognizing that you already have much more than you deserve, and that everything that comes from here on is a bonus. It's divine generosity. It's proof of a God who not only provides for needs, but also fulfills the desires of the heart. Pisces, you tend to oscillate between two extremes. Sometimes you're content with very little, almost negating yourself, thinking you shouldn't ask for more. Sometimes you get completely frustrated, thinking that nothing you have is worthwhile because you still lack so much. But when you are on the path to true prosperity, you find balance. You look at what you have with love, with appreciation, with recognition. And at the same time, you keep alive the flame of desire for more, not out of greed, not out of unhealthy dissatisfaction, but out of healthy ambition, out of a desire to grow, to want to give a better life to yourself and those you love. This balance is magnetic for wealth. Do you know why? Because when you are grateful, you are saying to the universe, I trust you, I know you take care of me, I recognize your generosity. And the universe responds to this trust with even more generosity. It's like when you give someone a gift and the person is genuinely happy, thanks you from the heart. You feel like giving more gifts to that person, right? Well, that's how it works with the universe too. It continues to bless those who show gratitude for previous blessings. But gratitude doesn't mean stopping wanting more. It means wanting more from a place of abundance, not lack. You're not desperate. You don't think your life is a mess and that only money will solve everything. You're okay, you're at peace, but you have dreams, you have goals, you have legitimate desires that require financial resources. And you seek these resources with faith, with work, with strategy, trusting that the universe will open the paths at the right time. Practice active gratitude every day. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. When you wake up or before you go to sleep, visualize 3 things you are grateful for that day. They can be big or small things. The important thing is to truly feel gratitude, not just think about it. Because when you feel it, you vibrate at that frequency, and vibration is a language that the universe understands perfectly. And when you are grateful for things related to money, even small ones, You are programming your mind to perceive abundance instead of scarcity. Did you thank for having money to buy food? You are acknowledging that you have money, not that you don't. Did you thank for being able to pay a bill? You are acknowledging your ability to provide, not your lack. These small adjustments in the way you think and speak completely transform your financial reality over time. Sign 12. You feel inner peace even without knowing exactly how everything will turn out. The last sign, and perhaps the most powerful of all, is when you feel a profound peace about your financial future, even without having all the answers yet. You don't know exactly where the money will come from. You don't have the whole path mapped out. You can't rationally explain why you're so confident. But deep down, in a very profound part of your being, you simply know that everything will be all right. That you will prosper. That better days are coming. This peace is not passivity. It's not you throwing responsibility to the universe and crossing your arms waiting for a miracle. It's an active peace which allows you to work, plan, act, but without that despair, without that paralyzing anxiety, without that fear that previously consumed your thoughts. Pisces, you are intuitive by nature. And when your intuition is aligned with spiritual truths, it gives you certainties that the logical mind cannot comprehend. So, if you are feeling this peace, trust it. It's not deceiving you. It's showing you a reality that already exists in higher planes and is descending to the material plane. It's as if you've already seen the end of the movie and know it has a happy ending, so you can get through the difficult scenes in the middle with more tranquility. This inner peace is a sign that your faith is strong. And faith isn't believing that everything will be easy. It's trusting that no matter what happens, you have inner resources and divine support to deal with everything. It's knowing that even if obstacles appear, you will overcome them. Even if it takes longer than you'd like, you will persevere. Even if the path is different from what you planned, you will adapt and get there. This unwavering certainty that in the end everything conspires in your favor is what separates those who manifest prosperity from those who remain trapped in cycles of scarcity. Observe if you've been able to sleep peacefully even with bills to pay. If you've been able to smile even without having everything you desire yet. If you've been able to plan for the future with hope instead of fear. These are concrete signs of this inner peace. And the more you cultivate this peace, the faster prosperity materializes. Because you are vibrating at the frequency of someone who already has it, not someone who is desperate to have it. And the universe responds to your vibration, not your words. If you are still struggling to find that peace, start working on your relationship with the present. Stop living only in the future, worrying about what hasn't happened yet. Bring your awareness to now. Take a deep breath. Look around. You are alive. You are right now. The future is built with the choices and actions of now, not with worry. So use your energy to do your best today and trust that God is taking care of the rest. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal, and you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. So Pisces, these are the 12 signs that God is about to release wealth into your life. And I know you've recognized at least some of them, maybe even all of them happening right now. This is no coincidence. The universe is speaking to you in every possible way, showing you that your time has come, that the scarcity phase is ending, that you are entering a completely new cycle of prosperity and abundance. But it's very important that you understand one thing. These signs are confirmations, they are encouragements, they are proof that higher forces are working in your favor. However, they do not replace your personal responsibility. You need to continue acting, continue working, continue making smart choices with your money. The difference is that now you do all this with more faith, with more energy, with more clarity, knowing that you are not alone, that there is a much greater force supporting you, guiding you, opening doors you didn't even know existed. And one thing I want you to remember well, wealth is not just money. Wealth is health to enjoy life. It's true relationships that support you and celebrate your achievements. It's inner peace that allows you to sleep soundly. It's purpose that makes you wake up excited every day. It's the freedom to make choices based on what you truly want, not what you're forced to do out of necessity. So, when I say that God is releasing wealth for you, it's not just a fatter bank account. It's a completely transformed life. It's you becoming the best version of yourself. It's you living with fullness, with joy, with gratitude. And all this wealth is coming because you deserve it. Not because you're perfect, not because you've never made a mistake, but simply because you are a child of a God who loves deeply, who wants to see his children prosper, who has prepared incredible blessings for each one. You just need to be open to receiving, you need to believe you deserve it, you need to prepare yourself, and you need to act when opportunities arise. So my invitation to you today is this. Commit to your prosperity. Decide right now that you will pay attention to the signs, that you will be grateful for each one of them, that you will act on the opportunities that arise, that you will prepare yourself financially and emotionally to receive wealth, and that you will use this wealth wisely, generously, and in a way that honors the blessing you are receiving. And if you've watched this far, it wasn't by chance. You were guided to receive this message. So don't let it get lost. Apply what you've learned. Observe your life with new eyes. Recognize the signs. And trust the process. Your prosperity has already begun. Now just keep walking with faith, with work, and with gratitude. God is on your side, the universe is conspiring in your favor, and incredible days are just around the corner. If this video touched your heart, if you recognized your story here, I invite you to leave a comment sharing which of these 12 signs caught your attention the most, which one you recognize most clearly in your life. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe now and activate the bell so you don't miss any new content. Each video here is made with great care to help you, to inspire you, to remind you of your worth and your infinite potential. And until the next video, may you be blessed with all the best that the universe has to offer.